In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NFL games happening on January 6, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Baltimore Ravens. As the regular season draws to a close, it heralds the commencement of one of the NFL's most thrilling rivalries, setting the stage for a pivotal week. Preparing for their customary visit to Maryland on Saturday afternoon, the Pittsburgh Steelers are gearing up to face the formidable number 1 seed Baltimore Ravens and evade a sweep by their American Football Conference North adversaries. The highly anticipated clash is slated to unfold at M&T Bank Stadium, leaving football enthusiasts on the edge of their seats, contemplating whether the Steelers will secure the crucial victory they seek or if the Ravens will cap off a remarkable regular season in style. While technically a playoff berth remains within reach for the Steelers even with a loss, their optimal scenario involves clinching a win and relying on losses by either the Buffalo Bills or Jacksonville Jaguars. In their recent outing against the Seattle Seahawks, the Steelers exhibited their prowess by securing a victory. Mason Rudolph, with a commendable performance, completed 18 of 24 passes for 274 yards and showcased his versatility with 27 carries for 122 yards and 2 touchdowns. Opting to start Rudolph again for this pivotal game, the Steelers find themselves averaging 18 points per game, with a defense conceding an average of 20 points. The impending clash against the Ravens is poised to underscore the significance of offensive success. With the Ravens having already secured the top spot in the American Football Conference, a strategic decision has been made to rest key players. The likes of Lamar Jackson, Odell Beckham Jr., Kevin Zeitler, Malik Harrison, Marlon Humphrey, and Darrell Worley are confirmed absentees for this critical encounter. Tyler Huntley is slated to assume the starting role, facing the daunting task of delivering an impactful performance. Notably, the Ravens have also acquired Dalvin Cook, though the likelihood of his participation in this game remains uncertain. Averaging an impressive 30 points per game, the Ravens' defense is formidable, conceding only 16 points on average. Recalling the historical context of the 2019 matchup between the Ravens and Steelers, a similar scenario unfolds in the current context. The Ravens, having secured the top spot in the American Football Conference, opt to rest several starters, including the soon-to-be MVP Lamar Jackson. In a twist of fate, the Steelers, relying on a backup quarterback, must emerge victorious to keep their playoff hopes alive. The outcome, a resounding 28-10 defeat for the Steelers, demonstrates that even seemingly inconsequential games for the Ravens can have significant implications for their opponents. This historical precedent serves as a guide for interpreting the dynamics of the upcoming clash. The Ravens boast an impressive preseason record of 24 consecutive wins before the current season, indicative of not just their commitment but also the depth of their roster. Tyler Huntley, the designated starting quarterback, has prior playoff experience, nearly orchestrating a massive upset in the postseason against the Bengals. Despite the absence of key starters, the Ravens' home game against the Steelers is expected to witness a commendable effort, drawing inspiration from the historical context. Anticipate a closely contested game, even with several starters sidelined for the Ravens. The recent head-to-head encounters between these teams, spanning from 2020, reveal minimal margins of victory, with the largest being 7 points earlier this season. The Ravens' boisterous home crowd and their reputation for depth further contribute to the likelihood of a tightly contested match. With Pittsburgh's struggling offense, the Ravens are well positioned to exert control and keep the game within a close margin. Although Lamar Jackson and other starters may be resting, Tyler Huntley's demonstrated capability as a quarterback ensures that the Ravens will remain competitive. Despite the Steelers securing victories in their last 2 games with Mason Rudolph, the games have remained closely contested due to offensive challenges. The Ravens' defense is poised to limit the Steelers' offensive capabilities, while Baltimore may adopt a run-heavy strategy to control the clock and maintain proximity in the game. Considering these factors, the Ravens, even with a backup quarterback, is our play in this one, so the Baltimore Ravens to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The under has been a prevalent trend in Pittsburgh's first 12 games, reflecting the strength of their defense in limiting points. Despite the recent positive performances, facing a formidable Baltimore team necessitates a reality check for Pittsburgh's offense. The absence of Lamar Jackson diminishes trust in the Ravens' offensive capabilities, as he plays a pivotal role in their success both in rushing and passing. With the Steelers having held the Ravens to 10 points earlier this season, a similar defensive performance is conceivable on Saturday. Both Baltimore and Pittsburgh boast formidable defenses, and the likelihood of a run-heavy approach by both offenses suggests a game characterized by clock management. The Ravens' backup offense introduces an element of unpredictability, potentially leading to turnovers and a lower-scoring affair than typical for Baltimore. Notably, Pittsburgh has a strong record of hitting the under this season, with a 10-6 overall record and a 5-2 record on the road. Therefore, under the projected total emerges as our preferred choice as full-game total pick, given the expected defensive intensity and strategic gameplay by both teams. Houston Texans versus Indianapolis Colts. As the regular season approaches its conclusion, the NFL has strategically scheduled two high-stakes Saturday games, intensifying the already palpable excitement in the air. The spotlight falls on the American Football Conference South as the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts prepare for a crucial regular season finale. This matchup holds significant implications for a coveted playoff spot, depending on the outcome of the Jaguars game, potentially even the division title. In their previous encounter in September, the Colts emerged victorious, yet the Texans' rookie quarterback, C.J. Stroud, showcased his potential by amassing an impressive 384 yards and 2 touchdowns. With Super Wild Card Weekend beckoning, both teams are geared up for a dramatic final week, each eager to secure their place in the postseason. For the Texans, the playoff equation is straightforward. A victory in this game guarantees their postseason berth, a remarkable achievement considering they won only 3 games last year. In their recent clash with the Tennessee Titans, the Texans triumphed convincingly with a 26-3 scoreline. Noteworthy was C.J. Stroud's stellar performance, completing 24 of 32 passes for 213 yards, 1 touchdown, and 0 interceptions. Equally impressive was the defense, conceding a mere 3 points. Throughout the season, Houston has maintained an average of 22 points while allowing 21 points per game on defense. Their resilience is evident in allowing just 4 points in the second quarter, a league-leading feat. The Texans now stand on the brink of a remarkable turnaround, poised to clinch a playoff spot. Similarly, the Colts find themselves in a position where a victory secures their playoff ticket. In their previous outing against the Las Vegas Raiders, they secured a hard-fought 23-20 win. Gardner Minshew, at the helm, completed 15 of 23 passes for 224 yards and a touchdown. Despite the offense ranking 10th in the league, defensive concerns persist, with an average of 24.5 points conceded per game. As they enter this crucial game, the Colts defense faces the challenge of stepping up. Minshew's season stats, surrendering 3,164 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions, highlight the need to limit turnovers in this decisive matchup. The transformation of the Houston Texans since their Week 2 encounter is noteworthy. Their defense, once vulnerable, now allows under 20 points per game, showcasing a remarkable improvement since their earlier loss to the Colts. On the offensive front, they have averaged over 23 points per game since the initial 2 weeks of the season, signaling a potent resurgence. Conversely, the Colts' defense raises concerns, particularly at home, where they concede more points per game. Their struggle to keep the Steelers under 20 points in their last 6 games raises questions about their ability to contain Houston's dynamic passing game. The Texans, with their explosive aerial attack, are poised to capitalize on these defensive vulnerabilities. Entering this crucial game, both teams share the top spot in the American Football Conference South with Jacksonville, all sporting a 9-7 record. The winner not only secures a coveted playoff spot but also stands a chance to claim the division title. Houston, known for its entertaining style of play, boasts a formidable passing attack led by C.J. Stroud. The Texans' 3-4 record on the road contrasts with the Colts' 4-4 home record. The outcome of this game may well hinge on Stroud's performance, and based on his strong showings throughout the season, he is poised for another impactful display. The Colts' defensive struggles, a recurring theme this season, are likely to be exacerbated in this matchup. Stroud's impressive performance in the previous game is indicative of his ability to capitalize on defensive weaknesses, with expectations of him throwing multiple touchdown passes in this encounter. The Colts Colts appear to lack a definitive answer to counter Stroud's prowess, making this a decisive factor in favor of the Texans. While the game is anticipated to be competitive, the Houston Texans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Examining the defensive statistics further, the Colts allow an average of 6 points per game at home, yet in 5 of their last 6 games, they have conceded at least 20 points. On the offensive side, the Colts consistently breach the 20-point mark in every home game this season. The Texans, with their vulnerabilities in allowing yards per pass attempt, provide an opportunity for the Colts to exploit this aspect once again. Facing the NFL's 4th most explosive passing game, the Colts defense is likely to face a formidable challenge, with the potential for quick scoring drives through the air by both teams. Both DeMeco Ryans and Colts coach Shane Steichen are recognized for their aggressive coaching styles when trailing, promising an aerial showcase if either team falls behind. Both teams possess potent running games, adding another dimension to their offensive capabilities. In their previous meeting, these teams combined for 51 points, and given their offensive prowess, the total could have been higher as the Texans accumulated over 400 yards of offense. The trend of high-scoring pseudo-playoff games since Week 15 suggests that this matchup is likely to follow suit, with both coaches exhibiting aggressiveness and confidence in their offensive strategies. An expectation of ample points on the board is reasonable. Additionally, the absence of the Texans' leader in sacks may provide the Colts with an easier path to sustaining drives. While the total of 47.5 is a key threshold, there remains value in expecting this to be a shootout indoors in Indianapolis, making over the projected total our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.